Hello, and today we will be replacing this pipe for my 2013 KTM 252 stroke. My pipe is cracked right here, spider webbed up, and so that needs replaced. And while I'm at it, I'm going to replace the silencer. I had the stock silencer, and I'm going to put on the KTM Fatty, the FMF Fatty for my bike. And along with that, I'm going to put on an FMF Shorty for it, so I can get more performance and everything. So first, I'm going to take off the silencer, which is this bolt and this bolt. And it slides from here, slides out through the back of the bike. So I'll be back in a second. Okay guys, I now have loosened these bolts. I'm going to take them out here, put them in my bucket. Trying to do this one-handed. Now I got both out. Now the silencer's just hanging there. We're going to gently slide it out. And we are out. So here is the stock silencer. And this is compared to the Shorty. So big difference. I'm going to set that there. Now we are now going to have to loosen this bolt and this bolt, and then pull these springs, and this pipe should come out. And I'll be back in a second. Now I have removed this bolt and this bolt that hold the pipe on. As you can see, it's wiggly. Now I have to remove this spring and this spring. I'll be able to pull it off. Okay, so now I have the springs off. As you can see, there's one. The other ones are on the frame right here. And it's time to pull this off, maybe. Nice and easy. So here's the crack. I guess that's very common on this bike for factory pipe to split from down here up and around here. And I was at the track one day and I noticed that I was losing a whole bunch of power, and I guess that was it. Look at that two-stroke. Smells great. So this pipe I'm going to clean up, get it re-welded, so then I have an extra pipe. And so now I think the only thing next to do is set this down, grab this one, and slide it on. But first, those are going to need lubed. So this is what I use for O-ring lube. Don't know if you see it, but I got some on there. And now it just needs to be installed. So I have slid the pipe in on the bike, so it's slid in all the way. And one thing I noticed was these mounts here didn't line up. So what you're going to need to do is loosen this bolt right here, which I've already done, but you loosen this and it'll make it to where it swings, and you can pull it to wherever you need. And same goes here, this slides and everything. And the pipe doesn't come with it, so you're going to have to take your spring clamp off of your old pipe here, and you're going to have to slide it on here, if I can get it to go. I don't think I can do it one-handed, but you slide this back on here and then put your bolt through, and this you just move around where you need it. After you get this one in, put that one there, but don't tighten them until you put your springs back on. But make sure you get the bolts in before you put the springs on, or you will not get it to line up. And the silencer has all this in it. And if I can get the bag open and dump it out here on the bench. So you get a few stickers, FMF, and these go in there with these. And I like to make sure that everything lines up, so I slide this on the pipe here and then make sure that it'll line up to my bolts, my bolt holes. And now that I know it lines up, I can take it out and install the pipe. So as you can see, I have both this bolt and this bolt, which is on the other side, in, and they're still loose and everything. And so I'm going to go ahead and snug those up that hold the pipe. Now those are snug and the pipe is still able to move. So now I'm going to attach the springs back onto their slots here, and then I'll tighten both those and those up, and then next will be the silencer. So now I have the springs attached now, and I used, where'd I put the tool? I don't know where I put it, but I made up a spring puller real quick. If I could find it, I'd show you. But if you don't have a spring puller, I'd recommend a pair of needle nose vice grips and get the Crescent or the Vice Grip brand, because those are way better quality. They're going to stay closed and it's not going to slide out as other ones or release. This one's sticking a little bit right now, but so now that I have those on, now it's time to tighten this bolt and this bolt, this bolt and this bolt. Then the pipe is on, and then next we'll be installing the hardware on the silencer and mounting it up. So be back. So I was installing these, and I figured you guys wanted to see, if you guys never installed some before, see how to do it. So you get two of these and you have the two mounting holes, and this, as you can see, is bigger than this, so it's not just going to slide in, but this, the inside is what this groove is in, so you got to kind of wedge it in there. You could probably heat it up if you wanted. I just kind of slid it in there and took a screwdriver and just gently pushed on it to get it around, but it takes a little bit, but when you get it in, you'll be proud. So I've already installed this piece that came in the hardware. For this pipe, I already put this on here, and then this one, as you can see, it goes on the back side for my bike, because if I take you over here, this back side fits perfectly in this hole and covers it up. So that's how that goes in for this. So that means that this small one goes on the back side here. You kind of just push it in some, get it to kind of wiggle it if you have to, but so there, now it's in nice and snug. So flip it over. We're going to do it on this side, same exact thing. You slide it in, push it, move it around, whatever, as I drop something. So now both these are in nice and snug, and so now you need the grommet, which some are bad and you can't use them anymore. This one's still good and everything, so a little dirty, so I'm probably going to go ahead and use a rag or something, a wet rag, put it around it, dry it off, and then this will slide on. Pretty sure it slides on this way. You slide it on, and then the rest of it goes on the end of that pipe. So this goes over the exhaust and the silencer, and down in there there's a little groove, and it's raised, and that's where the silencer goes on this side, and you push it all the way to the groove, and when it stops at the groove you're there, and then this side slides onto the pipe. This is the finished product. We got everything mounted on, and we move back here. We got the new silencer on there. And so, can't wait to fire it up.